Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a tag video that I'm very excited about. It was actually created by one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Angelica. She's from Sweden and she has the most beautiful accent and she's just beautiful as well. But beyond that, she is such an amazing YouTuber. She just puts out the most interesting and educational and unique content, and she wears such beautiful colorful eyeshadow looks. She's like super into color, which is why I had to do something fun and colorful today for sure in her honor. But if you haven't seen her, I will definitely link her and that video that she did of this tag in the description box so you can check her out. You will definitely not be disappointed. She puts out tons of videos and I love her videos so much. So when she put out this tag, this is called the limited edition tag. I was definitely going to do it because I love her, but I also really liked this tag. Limited edition makeup is something that we here in the beauty community feel very passionately about for good reason, and I feel like the general public doesn't really experience it quite the same, the general consumer, because they don't hear about these things like we do, and they don't, feel that pull to just grab them, and they probably don't really understand that when they go away, they go away. Now, obviously, I've talked about this before, sometimes things do come back, but when something says that it's limited edition, that usually does mean that it's not going to stay around and it's going to be gone once they sell out of it. Anyway, let's jump into the questions. So the first question is, what is the limited edition product that you were most excited that you got your hands on? And I had to do two. I kind of cheated, but I had to talk about two because I feel like the first one is a little bit obvious. It's the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette. I've talked about this before. I love this. I actually didn't use this on my eyes today, even though it looks like I could have. But it's a super colorful, beautiful palette. It has like everything that you need. And it's got all those beautiful colors, but then it's also got the neutrals in the middle there if you need those. I mean, this is like an all-in-one palette. If it wasn't so giant, I would probably bring it with me everywhere. But it is a beautiful palette and I'm so glad that I chose to get it. But the other one that I'm really glad that I got, and I have talked about this as well, is the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani blush palette. And I actually am not like a huge fan of the highlighters in this, but I love the blushes in here and I'm really glad that I got it. The next question is, what is the least favorite limited edition product that you got? And it has to be this one by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. This is back when Champagne Pop was limited edition. Again, something that, used to be limited edition, but I thought that I was never gonna, when they said it was limited edition, I thought that you were going to never be able to get Champagne Pop again, and I loved it so much that every time they came out with a palette with it, I wanted to get it. And this one, I'm kind of bummed that I got. It was kind of silly. First of all, like, how much space is wasted in this? Like, this is such a waste. But this just doesn't really make sense because Champagne Pop, is in the middle there, and I love Champagne Pop, but Pearl is super light, like even too light for me, and Blush Copper's too dark. So like nobody can use all three of these. So it really just doesn't make sense. And I just don't know why I spent my money on this. And especially when Champagne Pop became permanent, I was really kind of bummed that I got this one. The next question is, which brand do you think does limited edition products the best? And that has to go to Kat Von D. I think that Angelica used this one as her answer as well, but honestly, she does it really well. I mean, first of all, when she says something is limited edition, she means it, and sometimes I wish she didn't, but she really does. But her packaging, like I showed you with the Mi Vida Loca, the packaging is just stunning. It can be kind of bulky, but like it's really like a piece of art, and she just does such a beautiful job. She really does stick to it when she says limited edition. So, and then on the other side, which brand does it the worst? I had to come up with two. So Tarte and Too Faced. I kind of feel like they recycle the same shades over and over again, and the quality is kind of not the best. I like really don't ever buy any of their limited edition holiday sets and things like that. That's kind of when they come out with limited edition things. But I just, the quality is never that great. People are never that excited about them. I just don't even ever waste my money because I just don't feel like they put out their best products when they're limited edition, for the holidays and stuff. I just don't think that they're that great, and I'd rather they come out with less things and do a really good job with them. So I don't think they do those very well. So the next one is, name one thing that you wish wasn't limited edition, and that has to go to the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. I wish it wasn't because I never got it, and I just kick myself all the time that I didn't get it because it's such a unique palette and people talk about how great the quality is. I mean, all of her stuff is great quality, but man, I wish that one stuck around because it's just so unique and nobody else has anything like it. And it just sucks that it's gone forever. It's gonna be the same answer for this next question. What's the thing that you wish you got? The thing that got away, the one that you really wish that you got? And like I said, it has to go to Pastel Goth. I do really hope that she brings it back. Like I said, she does really stick to limited edition. When things are limited edition, they really are. So I don't know that it ever will, but that's one that I really, really wish she would bring back because it is definitely the one I really wish that I had gotten. So the next question is a two-parter. So the first part of it is, what is something that came back after being limited edition that makes the most sense? And then what made the least amount of sense? And the thing that I think made the most sense was Champagne Pop, which was Becca's collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. And like I had said, I kind of like thought that I was never going to be able to get it again. So then that was kind of annoying about it, but it did really make sense because it is something that I feel like really put Becca on the map as far as like the beauty industry and just, you know, their products being noticed. And they do have amazing products besides that one. And they've come out with so many great things since then. But that is a product that really got them noticed. And so it made sense to put that as a permanent item. And then what's the thing that made the least amount of sense? And I think, I had to really think about this one, but I think that it has to go to the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I totally get why she brought this one back and why she made it permanent because people were going nuts over it and, you know, she wanted to sell palettes. But I don't know, I just feel like there are so many palettes like that on the market that it just would have created more of an excitement around her brand if that one had kind of stayed limited edition. And then the next question is, what is something that is permanent that you think would have been better off limited edition? And this was a really, really hard one. I had to think about this for a long time, but I think it has to go to the Colored Rain, what is it called? The Colored Rain Cheers to the Beauty palette. So Angelica talked about the Queen of Hearts palette being one that made sense to go permanent. And I agree with that one. I think that, you know, I'm somebody who missed out on the first launch of that and then I got it later and it's one of my absolute favorite palettes. And so I'm totally glad that they made it permanent. However, I do think the Cheers to the Beauty one maybe should just be limited edition. Every palette that they've come out with, I don't know for sure with this one, but there are many palettes too, they made permanent after they said they were going to be limited edition. And, you know, that's kind of an annoying thing when brands do that. The Cheers to the Beauty palette, now I don't own it, so I can't totally speak to it, so maybe that's kind of cheating, but I don't know, just looking at it, I don't know, it seems like more of a holiday palette to me. I don't know why. To me, it just kind of screams holiday, and I just don't really think that it needs to be in their permanent line. I'd love to see them come out with different things, and this one just doesn't need to be permanent in my opinion. The next question is, what is the best collab limited edition product that has come out in your opinion? And I think that it has to go to Anastasia Beverly Hills and Mario, Makeup by Mario. Their palette is so beautiful. Let me just show it to you. Sorry if you can hear my husband in the background, by the way. He got home and he's trying to like get undressed and stuff like that in the background. So I'm making sure like that I can't see him in the background of this video. So this is the palette here and it's beautiful. This is absolutely one of my favorite palettes and I'm really, really glad that I got it because it was limited edition. It has not come back. It's gone. This is such a great palette. Now the thing about this palette, and I mentioned this in my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter video, but this is one where you I think you have to kind of keep it simple. If you start mixing too many of these shimmers together, they just sort of blend together and it gets a little bit messy, but this is such a great palette to just put one of these in the crease, put one of these shimmers on the lid, and you're done. Like, it's such a great, simple, easy, don't have to think about it palette. These are all beautiful quality. I love this palette. I think it's great. I think that this was a fantastic collaboration, and I think that it's good that it's limited edition, that it didn't come back. However, I wouldn't be disappointed if it came back because I think that so many people wanted this. It really is amazing, and I think that it was a fantastic collaboration. And the last question is, what is a limited edition or collab limited edition that you would like to see? And of course, I'd love to see Angelica come out with something. I'd love to see her collab with either Luxie or Divina, some type of indie brand. I think that would be so much fun. It would get, you know, an indie brand on the map, that kind of thing. And then the other one that I'd really love to see is Raw Beauty Christie and BH Cosmetics. She did a video with them a while back, and she just loved their products and loved the price point. And I agree, I think that their price point is so fantastic. And I would just love to see them collab with her. I think that she is really going places. I think that she deserves it. She's a really talented makeup artist, and she puts out great content. She's so funny. I really, really love her videos, and she's just growing so much, and it's great. And I would love to see her collab, and that would be such a great one to me, for her to collaborate with a really affordable brand that, you know, is really accessible to a lot of people. I think that would be really awesome. All right, everyone, so that is it for this limited edition tag. Thank you so much to Angelica for creating this. I hope that you maybe check out my video. It'd be great to have you to see this one, and I'd love to know what you think of my answers. Again, if you haven't seen Angelica's channel, you really, really need to. It will be linked down below. Her video of this tag, of course, will be linked down there as well. If you are a YouTuber, definitely make sure and do this tag. I tag all of you. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel so much. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure and subscribe. I would love to have you stick around, and I really hope to see you next time.